God says, I am begging you to hear me right now, because what I'm about to say will not just open your eyes, it will break you. It will change the way you see everything. For too long you've been walking through the fire without knowing who's been feeding the flames. But I, the Lord your God, have chosen this moment to reveal it. And I need you to understand this. This is your final chance. The truth is dangerous. That's why this will not remain for long. It will vanish in 42 minutes. I will say this once, and only once. What you are about to hear is not meant to scare you, it's meant to wake you. Comment Amen right now if your spirit is listening. This message isn't reaching you by accident. It's reaching you because heaven has called your name today. Someone has been after you. And it's not just life being hard. This is deeper. Someone has targeted your peace, your hope, your mind. And I, God, have watched it long enough. That's why I'm interrupting everything right now. You've been blaming yourself for the wrong attacks. You've been looking at the wrong people, fighting the wrong enemy, and wasting your energy on shadows. But now I'm uncovering the face of the real one behind your pain. I'm speaking clearly, no more riddles, no more waiting. This is urgent. This is the hour of revelation. I need you to like this video not for the sake of numbers, but because the one person who needs this truth is scrolling right now, and they won't hear it unless you help this reach them. You see, what you've been feeling wasn't all in your head. That heaviness, that deep sadness you couldn't explain, that constant sense of being watched, followed, or resisted, it wasn't random. It was spiritual. You were under attack, but you didn't know where it came from. I watched you cry, praying for help, and I answered, this is the answer. The one who has been trying to harm you is ancient. Their hatred for you didn't start yesterday. It started the moment I marked you with purpose. The moment I placed my name over your life, hell marked you too. And since then, there has been a target on your back. You are not weak. You are dangerous to darkness. That's why you've felt this kind of pressure. That's why nothing ever seems to go smoothly. It's not bad luck, it's warfare. Comment 1111 if you believe God is speaking something specific to you right now. Now listen to me. I, the Lord your God, am not absent in your struggle. I was there when they walked away. I was there when the job fell through. I was there when your body gave out and your mind nearly snapped. And I never left, but I allowed the pressure, because pressure exposes the enemy. And now I'm pulling the curtain back. You're not going crazy. You're being watched by the spirit of sabotage, and I'm naming it today so you can stand against it. This spirit comes dressed in confusion. It clouds your thoughts and makes you second-guess the voice of God. It attaches itself to patterns, sudden setbacks, repetitive loss, relationships that collapse for no reason, moments that should have been blessings turning into battles. That's not random. That's a spirit assigned to derail your destiny. But here's the truth. What the enemy formed against you, I am turning into fire that purifies you, not destroys you. I'm using the very attacks to shape your anointing. This is the season where the one trying to break you will fall by their own trap. I'm speaking protection over your house. Your name is written in my book. No weapon formed against you will prosper, and every lie whispered in the dark will be shattered by the truth I am declaring now. Comment 222 if you trust God is fighting unseen battles for you. I want you to understand the weight of what I'm saying. The enemy didn't just come after your finances or your body. He came for your voice. Because your voice shakes the gates of hell when it's lifted in faith. Your voice breaks generational curses when it speaks truth. That's why he's been trying to silence you with discouragement, insecurity, anxiety, and depression. That's why people you trusted suddenly turned cold. That's why the doors you were sure would open slammed in your face. You thought it was rejection, but it was redirection. I blocked what looked good to give you what's divine. I am your refuge and your fortress. When the world falls apart, I remain the same. I am not a man who lies. What I promised you will come to pass, even if it feels delayed. My timing is not your timing, but my word is never void. Trust me when the path is unclear. I am ordering your steps through what looks like chaos. The enemy of your soul has used people, thoughts, memories, and moments to discourage you. But he underestimated something critical. Your survival was proof of my protection. Every day you woke up despite the weight, that was my hand. Every time you nearly quit but didn't, that was my strength. You didn't even know it, but heaven was fighting for you in silence. I'm exposing the enemy because I'm about to bless you publicly. But I cannot allow you to walk into your next season blind. You must recognize who is for you and who is being used to delay you. And I, God, will reveal it. I will tear the mask off every false thing standing in your way. This is your moment of shift. I am shaking the ground to loosen every root of fear, rejection, and shame that has kept you bound. This is not the end. This is not the end of your hope, your calling, your purpose. This is the end of confusion, the end of secrecy, the end of spiritual silence. I am roaring like a lion over you now. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You were chosen long before you even knew who I was. Before your first breath, before your first heartbreak, before your first mistake, I had already spoken your name into eternity. I crafted your spirit with purpose. I designed your soul to carry light in the darkest places. That's why the enemy hates you, because you carry what he lost: hope, truth, love, and the image of me. Comment 333 to declare your faith in the one who chose you before the storm ever began. The reason you've been under such deep, targeted pressure isn't because you're cursed, it's because you're carrying something sacred. You've been wondering why you don't fit in, why you're misunderstood, why you always feel the weight of the room, the silence of nights, the cry behind smiles. That's not weakness. That's sensitivity to the spirit. I wired you to feel deeply, to see what others ignore, to hear what's unsaid, because I placed my whisper in your heart. And when I whisper, I need someone who listens. There is a real enemy, and he's been hiding behind distractions, delays, and disappointments. He's been working through fear, through comparison, through people you trusted. He's been whispering that you're not enough, that I've forgotten you, that maybe the promises you heard were just your imagination. But I say now, he is a liar, and I am not a man that I should lie. What I've spoken over you is sealed. Not one word will fall to the ground. You've been fighting battles that weren't yours to carry. You've been trying to figure out the next step, but the next step was always me. I've seen your tears in secret, and I've collected them. Not one has been wasted. I'm using them to water the ground beneath you. Where you saw nothing growing, you will soon see life, fruit, restoration. But I need you to let go of what you thought you had to carry. Comment 555 if you believe God is turning your pain into purpose. There is a shift coming, and it won't look like what you expected. It won't come through the people you assumed would help you. It won't come through the path you were trying to force. It will come from me, and it will come suddenly. You've been preparing for a door, but I'm about to break open the wall. I'm not limited to human approval, earthly timing, or your past record. I'm the God of resurrection. If I raised Lazarus from the dead after 4 days, I can breathe life into your future, no matter how dry the bones look right now. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far behind. The time is now. This is your final warning not to give up. Do not settle. Do not stop. Do not surrender your calling just because it's hard. I never promised easy. I promised victory. And victory doesn't come through comfort, it comes through faith. The one who's been trying to harm you wanted you to forget who you are. He wanted you to drown in doubt, to lose your voice. But I'm restoring it now. You will speak again. You will believe again. You will rise again. Not because of your strength, but because of mine. I will carry you where your legs can't. I will lift you where your hope has faded. I will fill the cracks with grace. Comment 1212 if you know you were made for more than just surviving. I have placed angels around you. Even when you walk through shadows, you are never alone. Even when you don't feel me, I am there. I have always been. The silence wasn't abandonment, it was training. I was stretching your spirit, building your backbone, preparing your character, because the promise I made you is heavy, and I needed to strengthen your arms to carry it. You keep asking me why it hurts so much, why the betrayal cut so deep, why the ones you prayed for walked away. But the truth is, I removed what couldn't follow you into your future. Not everyone was assigned to your destiny. Some were lessons, some were mirrors, some were warnings. And now that you've seen their true colors, don't repaint them with false hope. Trust the separation. It was divine. I am the God of justice. I saw what they did when you weren't looking. I heard the lies, the gossip, the prayers spoken against you. But I will not let the righteous be forsaken. I will defend you. I will avenge what was done in darkness. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to prove your worth. I already approved you. What's coming is not a recovery, it's a reward. I am doing something behind the scenes that will make sense later. You're only seeing the middle, but I already know the end. And it ends in glory. It ends in restoration. It ends in healing. You are walking into a divine setup. Don't lose faith in the dip. Keep walking, keep praying, keep trusting, because just beyond this point, everything changes. You have no idea what I've already stopped from reaching you. You only see the battles you fought, but I saw the arrows that never even touched you. I saw the traps that were set in secret. I saw the hands raised against you, the plots that whispered your name in jealousy, the schemes in rooms you weren't invited to. I saw them all and I shut them down. That's why you're still standing. That's why your heart still beats. That's why you're reading this right now. Because my hand blocked what you never even knew was there. Comment 777 if you know God's protection has been covering you all along. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone forever. You've been thinking, why me? But I say, why not you? You were chosen not because you were perfect, but because you were willing. I don't need the strongest. I use the surrendered. I don't call the qualified. I qualify the called. And you, my child, have been called for such a time as this. The darkness you walked through wasn't punishment. It was preparation. The fire didn't destroy you, it refined you. You came out with scars, yes, but those scars are now your testimony. You are not the same person who entered the storm. And that is the point. The enemy tried to make you forget what I promised. He wanted you so tired that you'd stop praying, so distracted that you'd stop listening, so disappointed that you'd stop believing. But I kept whispering, even when you felt far. I kept surrounding you, even when you pulled away. And now I say, come back. Not because you left me completely, but because I want you closer than ever. I want your full heart. I want your trust again. You keep asking me for a sign. But the fact that you're even seeing these words is the sign. I don't always speak through thunder. Sometimes I come in stillness, and this still moment is holy. Heaven is leaning in. Angels are standing still. Your name is echoing in eternity. This moment matters. Don't rush past it. Don't scroll away. I am speaking, and I want you to hear me. Comment 999 if your heart is open and your spirit is listening right now. The spirit that's been after you has been trying to break your spirit from the inside. It's been whispering lies in your most vulnerable hour. It showed up in your weakness. It attacked your identity. It used memories like weapons. It replayed failures until they felt like facts. But I have come to silence it now. I, the Lord your God, speak peace into your storm. I rebuke the spirit of torment, shame, fear, and despair. I drive it out. You are not a slave to your past. You are not bound to your mistakes. I am your Redeemer. Every time you were rejected, I was standing nearby. Every time you were broken, I caught the pieces. Every time you thought it was the end, I was already planning a new beginning. You have not wasted your life. You have not missed your destiny. Nothing is beyond my reach. What man said is over, I can still revive. You are walking into days you never imagined. I am not just restoring. You are about to see double for the trouble. You are about to laugh again, dream again, live again. Don't think I forgot the promises I made. They are alive, even if buried. And some of you are standing in front of sealed tombs, thinking it's too late. But I am the resurrection and the life. I can speak to dead places and they respond. I can breathe on dry bones and they rise. I can call what doesn't exist as though it does. I'm not limited by time, age, status, or background. When I speak, nothing stays the same. Comment 1010 if you believe God can resurrect what feels lost in your life. My power is not just in the stories of the past, it is here and now. I still part seas. I still shut the mouths of lions. I still calm storms. I still heal bodies. I still raise the dead. I still provide manna in the wilderness. And I still protect my children. You are not just a survivor of this world. You are a carrier of my spirit. The enemy trembles when you stand in your identity. You're not weak. You're not lost. You are the light I placed in the darkness to remind the world who I am. I know you're tired. I know you've been pressing forward with little strength left. But I am sending fresh wind, a new wave of strength. You will not faint. You will not fall. I will hold you up. I will lift your head. Your season of just surviving is ending. A new chapter is opening, and it begins with boldness. You will walk in rooms you thought were closed to you. You will receive favor you didn't chase. Doors will open that were once nailed shut. Because I am the one who opens what no man can shut. You are about to see why the battle was so heavy. You're about to understand why you were under so much attack. Because the blessing on the other side is bigger than you imagined. The weight of glory that's about to hit your life will make every tear, every fight, every lonely night make sense. I'm not giving you back what you lost, I'm giving you better. I'm giving you peace that lasts, joy that overflows, and people who won't just stand with you, they'll fight with you. I will place the right voices around you, people who speak life, not doubt, people who see you, not your flaws, people who push you toward purpose. You've been isolated because I've been protecting your oil. Everyone can't have access to your calling. Some were removed to preserve what I placed inside of you. And when I bring new connections, they won't come to drain you. They'll come to pray with you. I see your heart. I see what no one else does. They see your smile, your strength, your silence. But I see the nights you cry when no one's watching. I see the questions you bury under busy days. I hear the thoughts you've never said out loud. And I want you to know, I am not disappointed in you. I'm not angry with you. I'm not ashamed of your pain. I understand it. I held you through it. And I am still holding you now. Comment 1515 if you believe that God sees and understands what you've been carrying in silence. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I am not like them. I don't love you conditionally. I don't leave when it gets messy. I don't change my mind when you struggle. My love isn't based on your behavior, it's based on who I am. And I am faithful. I am constant. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. That means I don't just walk with you in victory, I walk with you in failure, in confusion, in weakness. I walk with you when you don't feel holy. I walk with you when you're doubting everything you thought you knew. You were never meant to walk this alone. You've been carrying weights I never asked you to lift. You've been trying to earn what I already gave freely. You've been fighting to be loved, to be seen, to be chosen, but you already are. I chose you when others overlooked you. I saw you when others ignored you. I called you when others doubted you. You are mine. That is your identity, and no lie from the enemy can steal that truth. I'm breaking the agreement you made with shame. I'm shattering the fear that's been wrapped around your calling. I'm silencing the voice that tells you you'll never get it right. That's not me. I don't condemn. I correct, restore, and redeem. You are not beyond repair. You are not stuck. You are not too far. If you take one step toward me, I'll run the rest of the way. You're not lost. You're just being led. Comment 1717 if you believe God is leading you into something better, even if you can't see the full picture yet. What I'm doing in your life isn't always loud. It's not always visible to others. But it's deep. I'm healing things in you that you stopped hoping could be healed. I'm restoring confidence, trust, and joy. I'm building patience, resilience, and spiritual maturity. You thought I was distant, but I was digging. I was pruning. I was preparing the soil for what's coming. The next season won't just be better, it will be rooted. You won't just receive it, you'll be ready for it. I've seen you struggle with waiting. I know how hard it is to hold on when nothing seems to change. But waiting doesn't mean wasting. What I've planted in you is growing. Even when you don't see the progress, faith is forming. You're learning how to worship when you don't have answers, how to pray when you don't feel strong, how to stay when you want to run. These are the things that build warriors, and you, my child, are a warrior in the making. The attacks you faced weren't random. The pressure wasn't pointless. The pain wasn't punishment. It was proof that you're carrying something powerful. The enemy doesn't waste time on people who don't matter. He saw the anointing I placed on you. He saw the ripple effect of your obedience. He saw the future you couldn't see, and he tried to stop it before it could grow. But he failed. Because you're still here, still breathing, still believing. Comment Amen if you know deep down that nothing the enemy tried has been able to stop God's plan for your life. You've been through the fire, but you don't smell like smoke. You've walked through loss, but you didn't lose your soul. You've been hit hard, but not destroyed. And that's what grace looks like. That's what my covering does. It doesn't remove every storm, but it holds you together through it. It keeps you sane when everything else is falling apart. It gives you peace that makes no sense to the world. That peace is yours, not just for moments of calm, but even in the middle of chaos. I am the God who makes a way in the wilderness. I am the God who brings water out of dry places. I am the one who used a shepherd to slay a giant, a prisoner to save a nation, a fisherman to lead the church. And I'm the same God who's using you. You don't need a perfect record, you need a surrendered heart. You don't need to know every step, you just need to take the next one. Trust me, I've got you. You're not walking in circles, you're being led by purpose. You will not die in this place. You will not stay stuck in fear. You will not drown in doubt. I have more for you, more healing, more laughter, more strength, more wisdom. I'm not done with your story. In fact, I'm just getting started. What looks like the end is just the setup for the greatest chapter yet. So don't let go now. Don't settle for comfort when I'm calling you to greatness. There's glory on the other side of this pain. I know it's hard to keep going when everything feels heavy. I know what it's like when the silence screams louder than your prayers. But I'm still here. I was never gone. Even when you stopped talking to me, I never stopped listening. Even when you turned away, I never turned my back. I stayed, I waited, and now I'm speaking again clearer than ever. Because I love you too much to let you give up here. Comment 222 if you're choosing to keep going, even with tears in your eyes. Don't let your temporary pain make you walk away from a permanent promise. What you feel right now will not last forever, but what I've spoken over your life is eternal. Heaven doesn't change its mind. I'm not done with you. I know you think you've wasted too much time. You think you've messed up too badly. But grace doesn't keep score. Grace starts fresh. Grace says, come home. And I'm calling you home to peace, to clarity, to purpose. You've been listening to too many other voices. The noise around you has gotten loud. The pressure to figure everything out has made you tired. But I'm not asking you to solve it. I'm asking you to trust me. You don't need all the answers. You need alignment. And alignment begins when you pause, breathe, and remember who I am. I am God. I am the same God who kept you alive this far. The same God who turned your last breakdown into a breakthrough. And I will do it again. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This next part of your life won't be like the last. I'm closing chapters you thought would never end. I'm rewriting parts of your story you thought were over. I'm healing what you never thought could be healed. I'm restoring what you didn't even pray for because I saw what your heart couldn't express. I see your needs before you speak them. I know your fears before you confess them. I know what you lost. I also know what's coming. Comment, Amen, if you believe God is already preparing something greater than what you lost. You are not behind. I know it feels like you should be further, like others are moving faster, like you missed something. But my timing is not your timing, and delay is not denial. What I promised will come not early, not late, but exactly when your spirit is ready to carry it. I'm more concerned with your heart than your calendar. I'm building something in you that will last. And sometimes that means slowing you down so you don't miss what matters. Some of the pain you're feeling is because you're outgrowing the old version of yourself. The thoughts that used to comfort you don't anymore. The places that once felt safe now feel small. That's not something wrong, it's me stretching you. Growth hurts, pruning hurts, but it's necessary. I'm pulling you higher, and that means I'm removing what weighs you down. Stop fighting the shift. Stop holding on to what no longer fits your calling. Let it go. Comment 1111 if you're choosing to release what's no longer aligned with your future. I am raising you up, not just for yourself, but for others. Your story will be someone else's survival guide. Your healing will become someone else's hope. You think your journey has been messy, but I'm turning it into ministry. You think your pain disqualifies you, but I'm turning it into power. You think you're too broken, but I'm building something beautiful from your brokenness. Every scar is becoming a seed. Every setback is turning into strength. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. I see your faith, even when it's small, even when it's shaky, even when it's surrounded by fear. Faith doesn't have to be loud. It just has to be real, and I honor that. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be willing, because your surrender is what unlocks the blessing, not your performance, not your status, not your knowledge, just your surrender. I didn't call you because of your qualifications. I called you because I love you, because I know who you really are. Because I know what you're capable of when you let go of fear, and when you finally believe me more than you believe the enemy's lies. That's when everything changes. That's when doors open. That's when peace returns. That's when chains fall. Because my truth is greater than the enemy's threats, always. This is not the end of your story. This is the chapter where you rise. This is the page where something shifts. This is the moment where you stop settling and start walking like the child of God that you are. Bold, loved, forgiven, anointed, protected, chosen. That's who you've always been, and that's who you'll always be. I have not changed my mind about you. Others may have walked away. Some stopped believing in you, but I never did. I saw every failure, every mistake, every moment of doubt, and I still chose you. My plans didn't stop when you broke down. My purpose didn't vanish when you gave up. I stayed, I waited, I protected you through it. And now I'm reminding you it's not too late to begin again. Comment 333. If you believe God still has a plan for your life, even after everything. You've been carrying shame for things you've already repented for. You've been living like someone who has to earn love, prove worth, chase approval. But I didn't ask you to earn my love. I gave it freely. I didn't wait for perfection. I stepped into your mess, your pain, your confusion, and I stayed. I am not a God who leaves. I'm the one who stays when others walk away. I'm the one who heals what others break, and I'm healing you now. There's something I need you to understand. Forgiveness isn't just about receiving it from me, it's about giving it to yourself. Stop punishing yourself for your past. Stop rehearsing your regrets. The enemy keeps bringing up what I already erased. He wants you stuck, but I say move forward. I've already gone ahead of you. The road is being cleared. You don't have to walk backward anymore. You can breathe. You can hope again. Comment 555 if you're choosing today to forgive yourself and trust God's grace more than your guilt. You've been in survival mode for too long, waking up just to get through the day, smiling while your soul feels numb, pushing through pain because it's the only thing you've known. But I didn't create you just to survive. I created you to live, to laugh, to love, to dream, to walk in purpose. I'm calling you out of survival. I'm calling you into joy. Real, lasting, deep joy. Not based on your circumstances, but based on my presence. My presence isn't something you have to chase. It's already with you. In your car, in your room, in your silence, in your tears. I've always been near even when you couldn't feel me. You don't have to strive anymore. You just have to receive. Rest. Let me carry you. Let me restore what the world tried to take. You don't have to have it all together. You just have to stay close to me. Comment 1212 if you're ready to walk in peace instead of pressure. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. The people who hurt you weren't sent by me. The pain they caused wasn't my plan. But I'll use it. I'll turn it into wisdom. I'll turn it into compassion. I'll turn it into something that makes you stronger, not bitter. What the enemy used to break your trust, I'll use to rebuild your discernment. You'll learn to love without losing yourself. You'll learn to guard your heart without hardening it. Because I'm healing you, not just so you can feel better, but so you can live free. You are stepping into a season where I will reveal who was really for you and who only loved the version of you they could control. Don't be afraid when I expose false connections. I'm not trying to isolate you. I'm preparing to surround you with people who see you, value you, and speak life over you. I'm sending those who will pray with you, not prey on you, who will protect your name when you're not in the room, who will remind you of my promises when you forget. You've asked me, why did they leave? And I'm answering now because they couldn't go where I'm taking you. Some losses are actually protection. Some endings are actually beginnings. Some closed doors are covered doors. If you had kept chasing what I removed, you would have missed what I was about to release. Trust what I take just as much as what I give. I know what you need more than you do. I know it hurts to let go. I know you wanted it to work. I know you prayed for them to stay. But my plans are higher. My view is clearer. I'm not trying to punish you. I'm trying to preserve you. What's coming will not require you to shrink, settle, or second guess. What I have prepared will feel like peace, not confusion. Alignment, not chaos. Truth, not performance. It will be real, and it will be worth the wait. This is your final warning. Do not go back to what I've delivered you from. Don't run back to old habits, old mindsets, old relationships, just because they feel familiar. Freedom can feel scary when you've been bound for so long, but I'm teaching you how to walk again. I'm showing you what it means to live whole. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but it's holy. Keep moving forward. I'm already on the other side. You've been feeling something shift, haven't you? Like the things that used to feel normal suddenly feel uncomfortable. like you're being pulled out of old patterns. That's not your imagination, that's me. I'm stirring your spirit because I'm preparing you. You can't stay in the same place. You can't keep repeating cycles. I'm leading you into something new, but first, I need to break what's been binding you in silence. Comment 999. If you know God is calling you higher, even if you can't explain it yet, you don't have to keep pretending you're fine. I never asked you to be strong by yourself. I didn't ask you to bury your emotions or hold everything together. You've been trying to protect everyone else, but now I'm protecting you. I'm putting my hand over the cracks you've been hiding. You're not too broken for me. You never were. I'm the potter. I remake, rebuild, restore. What others would throw away, I shape into beauty. This next season will require your heart, not just your hands. You've been doing a lot, working, pushing, striving, but now I'm asking for your heart, because I want to heal it fully. I want to pull out the roots of fear, bitterness, disappointment, and unworthiness. You've carried too much pain for too long. But this time, I'm not just healing the symptoms. I'm going to the root. I'm tearing down every lie you believed about yourself, and I'm replacing it with truth. Comment 1717 if you're ready for God to heal you from the inside out. You've been through so much, and I know you're tired. But hear me, I will give you rest. Not just sleep, not just quiet, but soul-deep rest. The kind that fills your spirit. The kind that calms the storm inside. You've been strong for so long, but I'm giving you permission to exhale. You don't have to carry everything. Let me take what's too heavy for you. Let me fight the battles you've been fighting alone. I am the God who never loses. And when I fight for you, the outcome is already decided. You are not walking into defeat. You are walking into divine victory. That fear that's been holding you back, it's breaking now. That anxiety that's kept you from trusting, it's losing its grip. That shame that's followed you like a shadow, I'm casting it out. I declare peace over your life, your home, your mind, your future. You are covered by my blood, by my promises, by my name. You are not exposed, you are not forgotten. You are surrounded by angels, you are wrapped in grace. When others tried to tear you down, I built you up in silence. When the enemy tried to take you out, I stepped in and said, "Not this one." You've been preserved for a reason, protected for a purpose, marked by heaven. Comment 1111 if you believe God has placed protection around your life for something greater. You will begin to feel lighter soon. Not because life is perfect, but because you're not carrying it alone. You'll laugh again, genuinely. You'll feel joy in moments that used to trigger pain. You'll walk in rooms with confidence, not fear, not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. You're not weak, you've just been weary, and I'm renewing your strength right now. Every time you thought it was over, I stepped in. Every time you nearly gave up, I gave you just enough to keep going. That wasn't luck. That was me. That was divine intervention. That was mercy. That was my love holding you when you didn't even know what to pray. And I want you to understand this: what I'm doing next in your life won't make sense to everyone, but it will be undeniably me. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Some people won't understand why you're blessed, why doors open for you, why you still smile after everything you've faced. But that's because they didn't see the nights you cried, the prayers you whispered, the faith you held on to in the dark. I saw it, and I honor it. You may not be the loudest, you may not be the most noticed, but you are known in heaven, you are trusted, and now it's your time to rise. This is your confirmation. Your life is not random. Your struggle was not in vain. I'm connecting the dots. I'm bringing clarity. You will see why it had to happen this way. You will see why certain people left. You will see why it didn't work out the way you planned. Because if it had gone your way, you would have settled. You would have stayed small. But I had more for you. This is the season of clarity, of alignment, of fresh oil. And I am sending you forward with peace. Not the peace the world gives, but the kind that can't be shaken by circumstances. You will walk through storms and not sink. You will face giants and not be afraid. You will speak and mountains will move, because you are not walking alone. I, the Lord your God, go before you, behind you, and with you always. You've been asking, God, when will things get better? And I'm answering now very soon, not just with words, but with proof. I'm not just promising change, I'm sending it. I've seen how long you've waited. I've counted the days you've felt like giving up. But I want you to hold on a little longer, because you're closer than you've ever been. Your breakthrough isn't years away. It's at the door, and I, the Lord, am about to open it. Comment, Amen, if your faith is standing even when it's hard. I know it doesn't always feel like it. I know the waiting can feel like silence. But heaven has been working in ways you haven't seen. The delay wasn't denial, it was protection. You thought I was ignoring you, but I was shielding you. There were places you wanted to go that I blocked, not to hurt you, but to save you. I couldn't let you walk through certain doors because what was on the other side would have drained the very life I put in you. You asked me for success, but I love you too much to give you something before you're ready to carry it. The weight of what's coming is greater than what you've faced, but you'll be ready. Because I've been preparing you in private. I've been training your heart when no one was watching. You didn't understand the pain, but it built patience. You didn't understand the loneliness, but it deepened your spirit. You didn't understand the closed doors, but they protected your calling. And now, I'm about to bring it together. Comment 1010 if you believe the wait wasn't wasted. You've been feeling pressure because you're about to be launched. You've been feeling resistance because your voice carries fire. The enemy knows what's on your life, even when you forget. That's why he's been trying to confuse you, distract you, make you question everything. But I've silenced every lie. I've cleared the air. You're stepping into a place of clarity, where you'll know exactly what I've called you to do. You'll no longer shrink in uncertainty. You'll stand in authority. Not because you're better than others, but because you finally understand who you are in me. And that's what scares the enemy. He's not afraid of your past. He's afraid of what happens when you start believing in your future, when you stop replaying regrets and start walking in revelation, when you let go of fear and start living in faith. That's when chains break. That's when strongholds fall. That's when generations are changed. And you, my child, are called to shift generations. I'm raising up something in you that will not be shaken. This won't be temporary joy. This won't be short-lived peace. This will be sustained, spirit-filled, long-lasting transformation. I'm not blessing you with shallow things. I'm building you for a legacy, for impact, for purpose. What you birth next will bless others. It will bring healing to those around you. It will point people back to me. Comment 777 if you believe God is birthing something greater in you than what you see now. You're not here by accident. This moment right now is holy. It's heaven calling you back to alignment. It's not about being perfect. It's about being available. I'm not asking for a polished version of you. I'm asking for the real one, the tired one, the bruised one, the one who wonders if they're still worthy. Yes, you are. You always have been. Because my love isn't based on what you do. It's based on who I am. Let them talk. Let them question. Let them wonder how someone like you is about to rise. You don't owe them explanations. You only owe me your yes. Yes to healing. Yes to growth. Yes to restoration. Yes to trusting me again. That's all I need. Your yes will open more doors than your effort ever could. There will be times you still feel afraid. That's okay. Faith doesn't mean you never feel fear. It means you move anyway. And I'm walking with you. Every step, every breath, every moment you feel unsure. I'm steady. I'm the same. I will never leave. I will never turn away. I didn't bring you this far to let you fall. I'm carrying you further than you ever dreamed. Everything that felt like it broke you was actually building you. Every storm was making you stronger. Every loss was making room for something new. Every delay was shaping your direction. And now, I'm releasing what's been waiting for the right moment.